Hello, Professor. Today, our team presents a 3D printing project, an articulated phone holder.
Now I'll show how I create the model in CAD. First, I import the reference file, set the units to millimeters, and place the part at the origin. I turn the part into a component, then duplicate it. Using Move and Copy, I position the new piece, and when I need many repeats, I use rectangular pattern to generate them quickly. I rename each body, align the joints, and run a fast interference check to confirm the fit. Finally, I save each piece as its own component and export the STL.
Now you're seeing the model being printed. The nozzle lays each layer at 0.2 millimeters, while the bed keeps a steady temperature. The print is finished. I wait for the bed to cool, unlock the gantry, and gently lift the model. Here's a quick look at the overall surface. No major warping, and the layers look consistent. Next, I separate the pieces from the build plate. I flex the sheet to loosen the edges, then use a thin scraper where needed. I keep the blade shallow and work from corners to avoid chipping. Each part is labeled, so I place them into groups for easy assembly later. Finally, I remove small artifacts, brim, stringing, and tiny support marks. I trim with flush cutters, then use a deep brawing tool on sharp edges. A light pass with a fine file smooths the joints and pinholes. Once the mating faces are clean and flat, the parts are ready for assembly. Now we'll assemble the articulated phone holder. I've grouped all printed parts so the sequence is easy to follow. First, align the base arm and the middle arm so the hinge holes line up. Slide the pin straight through both hinges until it seats fully. Thread on the knob and tighten just enough to create light friction. The joint should hold its angle but still move smoothly. Repeat the same process for the next joint. Align, insert the pin, and lock it with the knob. If you feel any roughness, do a quick deburr on the mating faces so the rotation is clean and controlled. Next, attach the finished arm to the printed base or clamp that fits your setup. Snug it down and make sure the arm sits square and stable. At the tip of the arm, mount the phone cradle or end effector, center it, and test both portrait and landscape orientations. Gently nudge the holder to confirm nothing slips. Finally, cycle each joint through its full range, adjust the knob tension where needed, and check that every angle holds without sagging. With all joints smooth and secure, the assembly is complete and ready for use. After assembly and final touch-ups, the model will look exactly like what you see in this clip. From the very beginning, our goal was to build a practical, articulated phone holder. We started with the concept, then prepared the model in CAD, importing parts, placing them at the origin, duplicating what we needed, and exporting each piece as STL. We moved into 3D printing, set the proper parameters, checked first layer adhesion, and let the walls and infill form the structure. After printing, we released the model from the bed, separated the pieces, and cleaned small artifacts like brims and stringing. We refined edges, checked clearances, and prepared every interface for smooth rotation. Then we assembled the joints with pins and knobs, adjusted tension for controlled movement, and bonded the silicone pad to the mount for a secure grip. After assembly and final touch-ups, the model looks exactly like what you see in this clip. This project required time, care, and the power of true teamwork. Thank you for watching. Presented by Fasai, Marnnoi, Kanyaran, Nadee, and Sinlapchai, Thongsri.